All right, Sharon, the great thing about this time of year is that we can take our exercise program outdoors, get some fresh air while we get our cardio up.
Definitely.
And especially trail walking is a great way to get in some exercise. And it doesn't feel like exercise, it just feels like you're out having fun. So anytime we go trail walking, we like to have a cane, whether it's a trekking pole or, in this case, the Illuminite exercise cane by Healthmark. One thing that it does is it takes the stress off of the hips and the knees when you're walking. And the Illuminite cane here, it has a built-in pedometer. That's one of the great things about it. So we can track our distance, we can track our speed and our rate. And also it's adjustable as far as height. We have foam cushion handles here. And we have, as in yours, we have our light here. It's a 2-function light, steady light to illuminate the way, and a flashing light for warning or distress. And the great thing about the light is we can walk before hours or after hours, dusk or dawn, and we feel completely safe. Another great thing about the Illuminite exercise cane is the sensor for the pedometer is actually in the tip, in the rubber tip. So each time we take a step, it triggers the pedometer. And it's also a flex tip. So it acts as ground shock absorption. When we step, you can see how it flexes and bends at a good angle. Cushions the impact on the ground. And another great thing about rubber tips, as opposed to the carbide tips, is that it's environmentally friendly. We won't damage the terrain, we won't tear up the terrain, and we leave the park exactly as we found it. We're ready to go.
Great.
So let's put our handles on.
All right.
And you ready to go for a walk?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Great thing about this time of year is we can take our exercise program outdoors, enjoy some fresh air, enjoy nature, and it really takes our mind off the fact that we're exercising.
Yes.
And when you trail walk like we're about to do, one of the things you want to make sure you do is that you walk with some type of trekking pole or staff to alleviate the pressure off of the hips and the knees and to keep your lower back strong so you start to get tired, as well as it helps you along the terrain. So we've got the Healthmark Illuminite trekking poles.
All right.
And the great thing about these trekking poles is that they have a built-in pedometer here. So it's going to track our distance and our time. We know exactly what we're doing. I have the built-in light here. It's a adjustable light, so I can put it on a steady beam to illuminate our way if we're walking at dusk or dawn. And we can also set it to flash in case there's distress. So, and then another good thing is we have the sensors for the pedometer are actually placed inside the tip. So with each step, it triggers the pedometer. And these tips are also flexible. The great thing about flex tips is that it provides shock absorption as we walk, once again, to alleviate the impact on the ground. Because one of the things about trail walking, you don't want it to be damaging to your spine or your legs, so we need some impact absorption. All right? And the great thing about rubber tips, as opposed to carbide tips, they don't tear up the terrain. We leave the park exactly as we found it, and that makes everybody happy.
Absolutely.
So let me put my strap on here, and we'll go for a walk.
I'm ready.
You ready? Let's go.
Absolutely.
All right, Sharon, now outside of walking the paths and the trails and our trekking poles and our exercise canes, we need something for everyday mobility, a good quality product that's going to make us feel safe and secure when we're going about our daily business. And so we have the Healthmark Secure Touch walking cane. All right, we have, right there, we have a light on the front, warning light on the back to illuminate the way in case we're walking dusk or dawn. Feel just safe. Press the button again, and the lights actually flash on both sides to let somebody know that we're in distress, or maybe it's a little dark and we just want people to be able to see us a little bit more clearly. So this will draw attention to that. In case we find ourselves in some type of hazard, we trip, we fall, or we just sprain an ankle or our lower back or anything, we press the alarm button, the siren goes off, letting somebody know that we need assistance. Or maybe we're just walking through the neighborhood and a dog approaches us and we want to scare it off. Now the great thing about it is environmentally friendly. We don't even need batteries for this.
All right.
We've got the nice handy crank. We just power it up with a few turns.
Good to go.
And we're ready to go.
Yeah.
So, like I said, a nice everyday mobility cane that gives us a sense of security no matter where we are.
I love it.
This is yours.
Thanks so much.
All right.